doing local recording. Okay. Hello, and I am your host, Banana. And goddamn it, Azrael, you've just turned into the darkness. Congrats.
Welcome
This
to
is
the dark
Manga
side.
Podcast. This is the Manga Podcast, aka known as the Fuck Everything in the Universe Podcast. Azrael just died. Oh, never mind, he's back. Got resurrected.
Yep.
So today we're talking about Monster Musume. It's a manga, it's a harem, it's about this dude who has to raise or has to take care of a shit ton of monsters because he's the only person who doesn't say no, and because he has no such thing as a spine.
Tits.
Also tits. Also, it's like one of the most popular mangas in America somehow.
And there's a fantastic amount of tits.
He likes
fantastic tits.
Klesk likes tits.
It's not Klesk, it's Nick, but okay.
They're called Klesk because that's what his name is.
It's Klesk. Yeah, you're Klesk.
I mean, I probably could change that, but I'm not.
For anyone that is an ass man or woman, I am sad to say this is not the manga for you.
Just watch.
No, I mean you can get some from.
There's not
pretty much no one. No one really has a lower half.
All the Monster Squad girls.
Oh well, yeah, I guess.
Or you can just watch Space
Dandy. Their
Dandy.
asses.
Just watch Space Dandy. Just watch Space Dandy if you really care.
You can watch Space Dandy too.
Space Dandy. Yeah,
but yeah, there's tons of ass and titties, and it's actually a pretty good harem.
It's actually kind of funny.
It's a typical harem with atypical characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
so
really
the main
fun.
character is like an actual human being.
Yeah, he has a personality.
Well, okay, I wouldn't go so far to call him natural. He's way too nice to be a normal person.
No, he's a person.
Yeah.
At least, not just a blank slate for you to be like, I'm getting my dick wet.
All right, that's fair enough. Yeah, he does actually have different sides to him too.
Like an actual person.
At one point, he ends up before we get to the spoiler part. Anyway, monsters. He takes care of monster girls. They're hot. A lot of them want. I think all of them want to fuck him.
One that's
they all do,
except for the one.
Except for the
there's one in the entire series, and it's the dragon who showed up in one chapter.
Wait, what?
The dragon? The dragon that showed up in one chapter.
I don't remember this.
Remember try to kidnap Lamia?
That wasn't a dragon though.
Wasn't it? It had wings.
Oh. No, that was a lizard thing person that was only interested in her.
But it had wings,
man.
But we don't count that because she doesn't live with him.
But she had wings, so what is she? What kind of monster is she besides a dragon?
I think it's a winged lizard. I don't fucking know.
There was some specific name for it. It wasn't dragon though.
Yeah.
It wasn't a dragon.
Well, she looked like a dragon.
But yeah, anyway, that didn't have nasty. Anyway, that one you thought it was a guy for most of it.
Yeah, they were boom, lesbian.
Spoilers.
So harem.
Crap.
There's a lot of harem stuff going down. They all live with them. Happy times.
They all
now have 10 seconds to not be spoiled.
Also, no, we have to do the we all like it. It's very popular in US. Buy it.
Yep, 10 out of 10 would masturbate again several times.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into masturbating, I mean, I know I am.
You will not get through this manga without a raging erection.
No.
I didn't get a raging erection.
Okay, well, if you are into monster girls and big tits, you will not get through this manga without a raging erection.
I'm pretty sure Harrison's just gay. I think we've gotten it down to the point where you're not aroused by anything.
I'm not aroused by
asexual or something like that.
No, you think no one is hot. Every time you're oh yeah, that chick's hot, you're like, oh, she's a fucking pig.
I have never said anything like that. I just say sometimes I have higher standards.
Anyway.
So spoilers start in 3, 2, 1. So 3 things happen in every chapter. 1, he gets the shit beat out of him. 2, one of the monster girls comes onto him or gets their tits shown. And 3, another monster girl gets adopted.
Basically.
One of 2 things happens every time. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, so either you'll get some tits, you'll get punched or kicked
or
attempted stupid
or attempted raped,
or every bone in his body gets broken,
or successful raped,
and also he'll get all his money taken away.
There's no actual fucking in this manga because he's not allowed to do that for whatever reason.
He has to get married.
He has
No,
to
no, no.
marry one of them.
I thought they said that he couldn't take their virginity because they were an extra species.
No, he has to get married.
No,
They
he
changed
can't.
it.
He can't fuck them without marrying them because they're
Yeah.
extra species.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Because
But-
apparently they have to, like, through legal means, have to be proven to be together or some shit.
Which I'm not.
Fun shit.
Yeah,
Fun shit happens on a full moon, though.
they go
Yeah.
cray. Like zombie invasion.
Apparently they all just really need the dick on full moons.
Which is
So
a
one
very,
thing that
like, it seems
persists
like a
between-
large, like, I don't know, species problem. Like, just like,
the one thing that persists between every one of these species
that have
is that
literally.
they all need
yeah.
to fuck on full moon. Nice.
My favorite part of that chapter was like all of them are going nuts, and Centauria is like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Let's get into this dark room so you can fuck me in the anus."
Yeah. You want to ride this horsey style?
And then there's just this shot of all of them gathering around him with their tits in his face.
And then he has to run, and then they try to. Then one tries to say, like, "No, you have to run before I turn."
You're all going to bed early next full moon.
And then he fights it. And then that one time he fought that giant tree monster.
Let's
Oh,
be
yeah.
real. Let's be
I
real here.
loved that chapter.
Who here would, like, in this situation, would care that there was a rule that stated that you couldn't be fucking people? Like,
I
I
don't
mean,
want to go to
who's-
jail.
I don't like
No.
prison rapists.
Who's checking up on that? Who is checking up on that?
Hey man,
Agent
have you
Smith's gonna
ever
be inspecting
have
that
you-
pussy to make sure
have
the
you
cherry
ever
ain't
been
popped.
to a Middle Eastern country? They know.
No, I haven't, but thank you for that.
Yeah.
They have those Men in Black showing. They don't have Men in Black for like aliens or like actual crimes or anything.
Sex.
They just
Yeah.
sniff the pussy.
Just sex.
It's like I have a feeling, Johnson. Johnson, I have a feeling.
Johnson,
Something's
I have
wrong.
a feeling someone's Johnson is being felt.
My Johnson has a feeling that someone's Johnson is being Johnsoned.
And nobody can be happy in this country. No one.
But yeah, I don't think there's a female in this manga that doesn't get naked. Oh, except for
Um,
Luna.
Wait.
Wait, who?
Well, the main the lady,
Tulahan.
the lady,
Oh, yeah. What about the lady who keeps on dropping off people at his house?
because she's like the worst. Because like she
She got
should
naked.
probably get fired. She should probably be fired by now.
If she didn't get okay, she got kind of naked, I guess.
She was masturbating in her bathtub.
What?
What?
Really?
What? You know
When
what?
Yeah.
did that happen?
When he was talking to her over the phone about something or other. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, she was like in the bath and she's like, relaxing. And then he calls her back later and she's in bed masturbating and there's a whole bunch of tissues next to her. And she goes, oh. And she's like, oh, nothing.
You said that the wall.
Well, no, it was
Also,
very
the
clear that she
characters
was
are
masturbating.
the characters are pretty interesting. They're all distinct.
So let's just
Yeah,
get
they
on
are.
this track here.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk
Let's-
about the characters. They're all different. They all have like personalities.
Yeah,
Like,
first
actual-
character to bring up is obviously Mia.
Who's like the
We
main
should
character?
probably
Who's
talk
obviously
about what
the
this is about.
oh,
Psst.
we did. We already
haven't
talked about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
talked about, hey, there's a dude who lives with chicks.
Yeah, we said
This is
why.
pretty much it.
I don't
We
like
should probably
mine.
talk about what it's actually about.
Yeah, we did. We pretty much
That's
did.
Context behind it.
I'm sorry, what else is going on
I did.
besides
I
a
said
bunch of
he's
monster
mean. I
girls
said
living
he
with
has to take care of him.
Yeah, okay. Are you retarded? So there's just monster girls here. Why do they exist? Like,
Well,
I
why do
mean,
they exist? They never tell us why. They didn't
Essentially,
say the
they
creation.
just said, fuck you, monster
Or-
girls
Yeah,
exist,
it's
and
not
the
like,
government's
oh,
hiding it out.
and 20,000
Okay.
years ago, the gods
literally, all I'm
created.
saying is just mention that there's the trade program. But
Okay,
whatever.
fine. Fuck it,
talk
the government
about
was hiding the
cookies.
existence of monster girls, and they said, hey, let's integrate them into society by making them live in, like, horny males' houses.
Now, how hard
There.
is that?
Happy now?
Yeah.
Now, can we talk about monster fucking now?
Well, we're going to talk about characters.
God damn
we're not
it.
going to talk about monster fucking. There's a hint of this if you all want to read it. It was like pre-made before the series
It's
came out.
not half as good, though.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
I still got off to it, but...
Like he got off really quick to it too. Like that was like really quick.
Like, just on the call, we just heard,
Like-
and I'm there.
I made that noise from earlier.
Man, I'm kind of hungry now. All right, so moving on.
Okay.
And so, the characters, there's,
Mia, who was like the OTP.
She is a Lamia, and she is half snake from the bottom down, and somehow...
Yep, because that's exactly not what a Lamia is.
okay, so actually, we need to put this out now. who are we putting down as the OTP?
It's
like,
obviously
who's
Mia.
your OTPs?
It's obviously Mia. Like, from like a story standpoint, it's obviously Mia.
Okay, that's a really difficult question because, okay, Mia has the pussy, but like, there's too much maintenance, and Centauria has like the boobs.
Well, she's a fucking
that
horse.
Pussy is nasty as hell.
But she's a fucking horse.
Okay, and Poppy's cute, right? But like, she's too childish. And the mermaid has those weird fucking side legs. Everything else about her is like okay.
You
And
thought
then,
okay? We're going way more in depth than I expected.
like
You know what? Actually, it's easy. It's Sue. Sue the slime.
But did you not read? But did you not read the prequel?
No.
See, you read the prequel, you find out that's
Why
a
would I
bad
read
idea.
the prequel? It was
Read the
I didn't know
prequel. It tells you it's a bad idea.
Why?
Because he dies,
What?
This guy.
and that one he has to just like she like eats his dick off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So yeah.
Okay, not Sue then.
But I mean, okay, the story OTP is obviously Mia.
Yeah, like that's
But let's go with like what you, if you had to make a choice between all of them.
it'd probably be like the Monster Squad. I think those are like
All
slightly-
three of them. Just let's get them out.
pretty much.
No, not the Cyclops.
Okay, maybe the Cyclops.
She's sense.
That's kind of
Zombie. Fuck yeah, the zombie. That's cool.
Oh,
as
Zombie's
shit.
okay.
I mean, yeah, the zombie's pretty cool. I'm not even lying.
Wait, we didn't see what that
I'm
pussy looks like though.
Like
That
I'm
kid
Kids,
should be
that's just
yes.
cool as shit.
And also, does she heal her fucking bullet wounds? Does she just walk around with gaping holes in her body?
I think she healed them
I think she heals them.
because when they show her again naked and like she doesn't have holes in her, obviously. Or it could have just been like she doesn't heal and the artist just like fuck it, I'm not gonna like.
Or
Try to
she
remember that
takes
shit.
other people's body parts and just sews them back onto her,
I think that would probably make more sense.
Yeah.
which is fucking
So-
creepy as hell.
So
mean,
we got
is it
Harrison down for you know what? No, you have to choose one of them. Like if you're gonna choose one of the of those monster girl squads.
If I had to choose, I would choose the big one. I can't tell what type she is or what her name is, but like I would choose her out of Monster Squad.
I can't know.
Monster Squad is still not my top pick though. It's okay. It's either
Why are we talking about this?
Mia or Centauria, purely because boobs.
I don't know why I didn't expect this conversation, but I really should have.
This is happening. Like, what did you think this was gonna
I
become?
don't know. I thought we were actually
Anyway.
going to do a podcast about
We are doing a
the lyric.
podcast. So
Also, Arachnia is a close third.
Okay, I hate
yeah,
spiders. I hate spiders.
no, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I'd see her eat spider legs and try to light her the fuck on fire.
Yeah, spiders are actually like my one fear in like the entire planet.
Yeah, same, but like,
Okay, so, but nobody, but
But you're just into it. Like,
what?
I'm into some freaky shit, okay?
Yeah, not my one true fear. Like literally, my one true fear is a
I
spider.
hate
Imagine
anything with
if-
long, spindly legs, but she's got some awesome tits and she sucks a lot of dick, man.
She's a
she has like
fucking
spider. Mouth. And
But
they don't
boobs.
they kill when they mate, man.
Also, she's
Oh.
into BDSM, which I'm not a huge fan of.
I'm
I
actually
can get
okay with
behind
that.
it. Yeah, I can get behind it.
Sticky.
Indeed. Yeah. So I'd either have to go with Mia or Poppy.
Honestly, Mia is
So-
like the only like. Okay, well, actually, Poppy is the safest option, but Mia is like
Besides, like the
second
whole,
safest.
you mean besides like the whole pedophilia thing?
Well, she's
I mean-
actually 21, but it's just kind of creepy.
Man, you know what? Why are we talking about this? I mean, I guess I can see why not talk about
Yeah,
it.
why not?
But it's,
Before we go into a full character conversation, let's at least talk about this. And we all agreed that Mia is the OTP.
like
Yeah, pretty
obviously
much.
from a story point, yeah. Like we did talk about this when we did an erotic fairy tale.
It's like
That's because that was a manga about rape. Like
Yes, some kind of OTP in there.
I wasn't there for that.
the OTP.
Satan. I guess it'd probably just be Satan.
Satan OTP.
I think it probably would just be Satan.
Satan.
yeah.
I think Satan's the only person who didn't do rape. Like, it's just kind of ironic.
But yeah, so we got Mia down for the OTP, so let's just talk about Mia.
All right, Mia, she's like a normal person, kind of.
Sort of.
More or less.
She has. She starts off with an unnatural, like, she has an unnatural, like, fixation on the main person.
Yeah, that's kind of like disappeared after a while.
Yeah, but the first chapter is like her all over Mr. Darling, who I can't remember his actual name. I think they only said it once. But like, she calms down quite a bit later. She is really jealous. She is the jealous type, but she she has some other traits to her, and she can help around the house. She can't cook worth shits
because she's a snake.
Because she can't taste at all.
She has an addiction.
So,
also,
welcome to the Bad Pun Show.
The first chapter was what convinced me to like the near sex scene in the first chapter was like, okay, this is going to be a good manga.
Probably the first chapter I didn't think was really that good. Compared to the other chapters, it's definitely, you kind of see where it's like he has no idea what he's doing yet necessarily.
Yeah,
it kind of it feels like the prequel like manga like hentai. It kind of just feels like an extension of that. And there's like the other chapter actually becomes sort of its own core storyline.
Yeah, it's kind of something. It's still like the explanation for the monster girls is still bullshit, but
yeah, it is. But that's not the point. That's not
exist.
That's not the point. That's not like really the point of the series. It's more about like the
point.
It's
is
a character study. It's a character study.
Living.
Where you can just like be character
It's
study.
a character study. I'm studying the shit out of those characters.
Oh yeah, the ice cream scene with Poppy is like that's like the second chapter, and oh god, that's ridiculous.
But yeah, Mia does feel a very standard harem trope, the jealous girl.
Yeah. Not so much though, but she's not a tsundere though, which is usually in with that.
They tried to introduce the tsundere, and then they just did away with it.
Like this doesn't make any sense at all with any of her actions.
Like, oh, she's just a delusional 8th grade girl. I'm like, delusional 8th grade girls don't fucking write death letters and then pretend to be in love.
Yeah, it's like they kind of just like didn't know what they were doing with that character. I didn't think yet.
I do love.
She's more like the straight man, kind of like if you say like
in a backwards, fucked up sort of way. But yeah,
the straightest man, I guess.
I loved the way that at the end of that chapter, she was just like, "Were you a delusional 8th grader too?" And he's just like, "Well," and then it shows the picture of him with all the fucking different anime references on.
Yeah.
All right, so then we got next character. Who was the next character showed up? Was it Centauria?
It was
Centauria. Wasn't Centauria the second one?
No. Poppy kidnaps him from his porch, and they go through this whole ordeal at the park. And then while he's like getting food for both of them because he has to go out to the store to get more, Centauria just bumps into him in the street for no fucking reason.
And then they fight crime.
And then they fight crime with tits.
And so
because she found her ancient mating method, in which they had to find like a they have to find a pair.
Yeah.
Was to get toast in your mouth and sprint down the street in hopes of running into someone.
Yeah. That was the best part. Oh god. It's like every time he tries to ride her in like the literal sense, he always grabs her boobs. It's like, can you not like grab her stomach or something? Are you that incapable of riding a horse, person?
I mean, they're pretty big and up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but like, there's like the lower half of her body too. You could just lay flat or something. I don't know if it's that much trouble to you every time you do it.
I don't know. I mean, would you stop grabbing her tits every time?
Well, no, but still, I don't want to get hoofed in the face when I just want to go to the store.
Yeah.
Just buy a car.
But yeah, so we didn't talk about Poppy at all. So Poppy is the
Harpy.
It's the little retarded.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to say that actually.
Like she flies off to get ice cream all the time and shit like that.
She is the lolly of this anime.
And she's also like mentally retarded.
Oh, and she also gave birth on screen.
Yeah,
that was different. And then they just randomly cook her child.
Yeah, they did. And then they made a porno.
Yep.
Then they made a porno, and then he jacked off into a bag of snakeskin.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, don't. But yeah, so Poppy, little retarded character, flies around. She's a harpy.
She kind of disappears after a while. She doesn't.
She can't hold things with her hands because they're wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she has claws for feet. So you know what? Poppy isn't on my isn't on my pair list anymore.
She's not on my fuck list, but she is kind of adorable.
She's adorable, but she's got claws, man. Like, literally.
Also, she's
like a velociraptor.
Also, she's completely like she's pretty inconsequential to the story, actually. Like probably the one character like the most inconsequential.
Just every once in a while, she shows up and she's like, "Hey, I brought Sue."
It's like, oh yeah, you exist.
Yeah, for like 90% of the manga, she just spends her time playing like Wii games with Sue in the background.
But Sue actually shows up.
Sue does stuff.
Sue does a lot of stuff.
She nurses Master back to life.
Yeah, she's also like God. I feel like she's gonna just be God at the end. Like she's the Deus Ex Machina.
Just loved like cunnilingus.
Yeah. I mean, she is. Wait.
Cunnilingus.
Yeah, she does do that.
Linguist?
That's how you say it.
Cunnilingus.
I said kiss.
Are we doing this?
We're doing Gwis.
Are we doing this like in a conversation?
Nah, carry on.
But yeah, Sue is just the Deus Ex Machina character of the show. She's kind of like she's a slime. She didn't have a personality, and then she's like, I do.
Yeah.
She learned it from everyone.
And then she could talk, and she can also do anything.
Whenever there's like a ridiculously impossible problem to solve, they just bring in Sue.
Yeah. So he's gonna die right now. Oh, I can bring him back to life. Oh, there's a giant freaking monster attacking the city. Here comes Sue.
She falls in nuclear waste. Like, she's supposed to dissolve in a pool, and she falls in nuclear waste and is fine.
Well, yeah, and she just absorbs all the liquid.
Yeah.
In the areas, so she just becomes giant nuclear Sue.
Nuclear Sue.
And she saves the world. Like, I'm not even joking.
Giant girl melty.
Giant girl melty.
Is there anything else she did that was just like ridiculous?
The boob thing.
Oh, she can make clones. She can make clones of herself that she can control.
Oh, sucking all of the water off of people.
Yeah. So what her thing is she can morph herself into pretty much anything, but she's completely liquid based. So she's a jelly monster thing.
Yeah, and she needs water. Like, she has to stay hydrated to a certain point. So if you start sweating and she's dehydrated, she will be all over you. Which is the plot of like 3 chapters.
And then she just ends up eating you out every time to give a bit of that sweet, sweet jizz. Because that's exactly what that is.
Can we just talk about the chapter, though, where they're all trying to disguise themselves to spy on the dude and Agent Smith, and they send out the mermaid, who cannot walk, in a maid outfit.
We haven't talked about the mermaid yet.
Why would you do that?
Any of these characters yet?
We talked about, mermaid is she likes the story The Little Mermaid, and she wants a tragic love story ending.
She wants to fall in love with the dude, but have him never reciprocate his love, which is honestly just 8th grade all over this place.
And she wants the real Little Mermaid story, to where
not this bullshit.
The love is never reciprocated. She dies while she watches him and his lover for the rest of her life.
And she turns to sea foam.
And she turns into sea foam.
And her character trait, she's basically like the normal shut-in character sort of person who's like reads books and stuff.
Yep, pretty much. She does. She's the least attractive character in my opinion, aside from.
Well, she just doesn't do anything. She just never shows. She shows up like.
Almost less than physically attractive as well. Like, do you see those side feet, sir? Do you see those fucking monstrosities?
I don't see any of these things because I don't care.
What are you talking about?
Okay, if you see her where she's. If you see her where she's not wearing the dress or she's wearing like a swimsuit, she has like these sort of like fin flipper frog leg things that come off her hips.
Gross.
Also, she's just not that attractive in general because of the whole gothic lolly thing.
Yeah, I can see it.
You know what? I'm just like out. I'm just like,
It's like there's okay gothic, and then there's you.
Oh, let's we forgot Centauria. That's what we forgot.
I thought we talked about her for a little bit.
We said Centauria's name and then you kept talking.
Yeah.
She's actually the most interesting character, I think.
Yeah, she has the most interesting motivations at the least.
Yeah.
She has a really good backstory. Her race of centaur people are really proud. So like,
which is pretty much like centaur people, and like
like they're horses that are supposed to be bound to serve one master forever, and they still speak like they're in like the 16th century. They are really loyal. They have kingdoms and shit. So like they're really civilized. But you know they are still in like the 16th century, and she is sworn to protect the one master forever. And she has just taken up, you know, Mr. Darling as that guy. And, you know, forever she's like, she's not looking for the romance, but, like, she ends up craving the dick after a while.
Like every other character.
Yeah.
It's a harem. Everyone wants the dick a little bit.
It's a harem.
And then there's there's Spider Girl.
And then there's Indeed.
She's terrifying.
Oh.
She like, and she'll kill you. The end. She is like shouldn't be there because it's just such a like a departure from the other characters.
She gives though the best comedic moment in the entire manga though. Like when they're discussing, oh no, it's before she shows up, but like when they're discussing, it's like, Master, what are your fetishes? And he just immediately answers, legs. Just legs.
Yeah.
And then she shows up later, and he's like, actually, I think the legs are kind of charming. And she just looks at him like, are you fucking nuts?
Holy shit, there's 8 of them. He's just like, it's a huge hard-on. It's like, my god.
Yeah, she talks about his boner like while she's grabbing him and kidnapping him the entire time.
Imagine being kidnapped, and then you just get like, as you're kidnapped, looks like you're getting a little bit turned on by this. Want a quick handy?
I wonder if she has fangs.
She's a spider. But
yeah, I think she does have fangs. I think she does have fangs because in the thing she had fangs, and she like threatens to kill people. So
well, she never actually directly, except for the one guy.
I think
she never directly tries to kill anyone.
I think they've implied she's killed people before.
They sort of imply it, but they didn't really.
Wasn't it the one dude who was like real creepy, rapey?
Well, no, I mean,
it was the director dude.
I mean, beforehand.
I think she definitely killed the director dude, but no one else, because like her timeline doesn't allow her to have been able to kill anyone, because like immediately after leaving her host family while she was still good, she goes to live with the director and then kills him, and like he's still around when she shows up. So
yeah. So she couldn't have killed anyone.
Oh, alright.
But I mean, I wouldn't put it past her.
I wouldn't either.
And also, she also like kidnaps a demon.
Does she? Oh yeah.
And they they never don't they never talk about that again. It's just like there's like
the demon's just up in the attic doing shit, just getting pleasure. She's like, yes, more, please.
Oh yeah, did
like
she like eat that demon or something?
No, she like left it in the. It's like up in like the attic, and nobody else.
Still up there though is the question.
I think so. I don't think anybody cares.
Well, no one lives in the attic yet. So
I like to imagine they go up there. I like to imagine everybody knows, and they just don't care. Like they'll go up there to like get a couch or something from the attic.
It's like, hey, demon chick. Oh, hey, have you seen Arachne? Nope. Okay, good talk.
Peace. Can I get some food? What? Will you say something?
No, you're a demon. You don't need it. Look, I haven't eaten in a week. Do you know how much 6 monster girls eat?
Also, they like don't pay him to like. He also like it doesn't have money.
It's just like he goes shopping and he's like dying for food, and then Agent Smith brings over all these people for a dinner party and all of it's gone. And he's like, "What the fuck, bitch?" And Sue sucks up like the juice and she's talking shit all the time. He's like, "Oh no, it's no problem for me to cater towards you." And Sue just goes, "Yeah, he's sick of having these fucking loafers in his house. You should pay him."
Sue don't give a shit. Sue's straight gangster.
That was my favorite appearance from Sue.
Tell it how it be.
Anything else?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that chapter with Arachne. One of the best written chapters, I think, with like an actual moral in it, was the one where
I don't think there's ever a moral in this.
No, there was. There was the one where Arachne's previous owner shows up, and she's like, "I'm so determined to overcome the problems that Arachne will bring to my life." And they're all like, "Oh, okay, well, this is interesting." And so she goes through all the shit, and they make her eat the gross shit. They make her wear the goth clothes, and then at the end, she meets Mr. Darling, and he's like, "I could never allow her to live with you. You're an asshole for thinking that she's just some obstacle to overcome."
The realist talks.
Let's be real here. That that spider would be a huge, like, pain in the ass to
Remember
deal
she
with.
said, like, the girl, like, doesn't even, like, take a single punch from me without being, like...
I don't know what you just said.
No, fuck you. She said she can't take a single... Remember? Oh, my God. Fuck it.
Okay.
Okay,
Fuck
we
it.
literally can't understand what you said, but okay.
What I said was... Arachne said that the, what's her name, couldn't take a single punch from her.
Oh, shit, the kid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she never actually hurt her on purpose. The kid was crawling up the ladder after Arachne and, like, got scratched on one of her legs, I think. And then the parents were like, whoa, what the fuck? We can't have this spider bitch in our house. Get out. And so they sold her off to the director.
Yep.
And in what point was it okay if you can just sell people? Like...
It wasn't. That was, like, the whole plot of that fucking chapter.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, like... technically, you can sell things that aren't humans, so... I mean,
But they're
is
half human.
Are they actually half human, though? Or
Well,
are they
I
all
mean-
great ways to make money?
Both?
You can't be both, my friend.
Pornos.
As soon as you're making me
Explain
money, you're
pornos.
no longer a person. I just explained it.
So Zach is a pimp on the side. This has been established as canon.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean... You gotta keep it real in these streets.
And a
Yo.
shitty one at that. Right,
Yeah.
who else is there to talk
I
about?
only have one hoe.
I think that's really it. Like the main character.
There's Luna or Lulna or whatever the fuck her name is, but
Well, she's only been there for like 2 chapters.
yeah, she
Yeah,
sent out fucking love letters / death notes, and the guy's just like, I'm not concerned about this at all. This looks like it was written by an 8th grader, and Agent Smith's like, are you sure? I mean, we could look for this person. He's like, nah, it's cool. They'll show up anyways. And so, like, she tries to kill him and then loses her head by having it roll down a hill. And so, somehow after that crazy turn of events, she ends up living with him, and she's totally fucking boring, and no one pays any attention to her.
Yeah, she just speaks cryptically for no reason, because that's what her race does.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, she's totally annoying and has no sex appeal, so...
Mm-hmm. Boo. No titties.
What the hell?
Look, I'm gonna tell it straight. She
Look.
ain't got no fucking booty, she ain't got no tits.
Yeah, like, I mean, why would I care about this character who has no depth and no depth?
She's been there for like 2 chapters.
Okay. Once
So-
again, why would I care about someone who doesn't got the titties to go
Okay,
for?
can we... 2 chapters is a long fucking time to go without any sort of sex shit in this manga, okay? Every
Yeah.
character, upon being first introduced, did something horribly over-sexualized. In the first chapter they were introduced. This bitch has had 2 chapters to do something kinky. Nothing.
Look, at least unless she shoots like a ping pong ball out of her butthole in the next chapter,
Oh,
I'm
no.
done. I'm done.
Please, no. I don't even want to know where that came from in your sick subconscious. But
What,
no.
you've never seen anything like that shit?
I've
There-
probably
there's-
seen something like it, but I don't want to see it.
Dude, go to a shitty strip club. Women will
No.
shoot ping pong balls out of multiple holes.
What? I thought this was gonna be
Yeah.
something from Japanese porn.
No, that's America. That's America.
Oh god.
America. I fully endorse it. Butthole ping pong balls everywhere.
Well, that would make for an interesting episode of Hatalia.
But
All right, so
or alternatively, ping pong the animation.
let's talk about our
Seriously,
ratings for
people.
this series because I'm already out. I'm out.
Highly rated.
oh wait, I need to talk about that last chapter actually.
Oh yes.
Okay, you can talk about
so
it.
you didn't even read it.
I did.
So
what are you talking about? I
okay.
wrote it.
So the mother of Mia comes in, and she's of course a Lamia and wants to get all the dick.
All of it.
Apparently
That's
their
not even an
race
exaggeration.
has been, yeah. Apparently their race has been since their creation without males, and they have to go steal human men to make them be their permanent mates
And
for
they
like
also
everyone in the village.
That's not an exaggeration. It is a full-on, like, all the time orgy with every member of their village until the male dies.
Think of the ending of Anaconda 2, except with a female with a male.
A lot more dick.
Yeah. Did anyone actually watch Anaconda 2?
Like one time at like midnight.
I never watched Anaconda 2.
Black guy dies, white guy dies, Asian guy dies. The end.
Woo! Spoilers. Anyway,
in Indian, I think the Indian guy gets like eaten by a snake as well. The white people don't die.
Well, you can't kill white people.
Of course you can.
Invulnerable. Anyway, so not only is she seriously trying to get him to get in with Mia, but she ends up poisoning him at one point and giving him rage potion. Pretty much like.
And the way it works is that the more they hate Lamias, the more they want to fuck.
But for some reason, he had to, like, I just won the Super Bowl himself and poured just, like, an entire gallon of Gatorade on him. And, pulled, like, gallons of Gatorade on him. And it's just like, all right, I don't want to fuck.
How you doing this?
I hate no animal.
Like, he somehow managed to, like, while doing all of this, lured them into a freezer so that they would both just shut up and sit there while he left.
Back to wherever they needed to go, apparently. Yep. Because he's just the best. Because
he's just the strongest fucking human ever. Do you know how much one of those snakes must weigh? Just one?
Oh, yeah. And plus, I mean, he's taken getting, like, kicked from... He is the only other person I've seen, besides Steiner, that can no-sell getting kicked by a horse.
Yep.
That wasn't Steiner, that was Terry Funk.
That was Terry Funk. Fuck. Close enough. I thought it was Steiner.
I think we should just, like... Can we take a moment to mention just how terrible his bathroom must be, though? Like, let's think about how much a snake shits, how much a horse shits. There must be bird shit all over the roof. I don't want to know what a slime shit is like.
I mean...
And there's just gotta be, like, fucking web all over the goddamn attic.
I could buy, like, the McRib and the jalapeno burger in both and tell you what slime shit looks like. I could post a picture of that bitch.
No, please don't.
Oh, it has to be all kinds of terrible. But you know what? Let's put it down. This manga's good. Just read it.
Yeah, there was one character we left out that I thought was interesting, that was funny, and that was the forest int girl.
Oh.
And she had her own chapter, which was really interesting. But my favorite part was it showed just how ridiculously stupid the Harpy girl is. It's just like, so why are you pissed at everyone? She's like, oh, well, Poppy here planted me in the forest, yeah, and then she forgot about me for, like, ever.
Yeah. She just planted her there and then left. And was like, I'm just gonna go over here real quick.
It's like, oh, this is Tree Friend. Oh, why is she mad at you, Poppy? Oh, Poppy forgot her for 2 months. Alright, Poppy, you fucking bitch. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Hey, you're coming back tomorrow, right?
Sure. Yeah. Poppy is Harpy. Harpy is Harpy. Poppy. Harpy.
Trust the Poppy.
Alright, Poppy, so ratings.
Alright. I give it a 9 out of 10. I like the art. I think the story's kind of funny. Pretty funny. You know what? Make that 8 out of 10. Give it 8 out of 10. I think it's funny. Art is good. Characters are pretty good. It's a really good manga.
I give it a double F out of 10.
Ooh, that's a high rating.
Fuck you.
Pretty huge tits, and they're great.
Fuck you.
Centauri has the best tits.
Centauri does have the best tits.
And I give you 2 middle fingers up.
Yeah, I give it...
not giving a damn number.
Oh, I actually do give it a 7 out of 10.
Thank you.
Not 7, 8 out of 10.
Just a 7? Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 8 out of 10 too, because, you know, it's a really good manga. The only thing that I think is holding it back is that there are a couple of chapters that are just sort of slow to get through, and after a while it can get kind of repetitive in the middle, but then it starts to change things up as it goes along, so, yeah.
Sounds like my sex life.
Wouldn't that just be a bunch of blank pages?
Shots fired.
No, it would be a whole lot of disappointment. It'd be like 60 sessions that add up to 5 minutes.
I think we're talking about Nozovic there every time I talk about blank pages.
No woman would let Nozovic have sex with her.
Yeah, Nozovic is Mr. Darling during the Gatorade dumping scene without the Lamias.
He's just, I want someone to notice. Poor.
Right. So everyone go read Monster Musume. There's only 27 chapters. It's out now.
And next week we're reading
oh shit, what's it called?
Dolly
Kill. Yeah.
Dolly Kill.
Really weird entrance.
Yeah.
It's there's no description.
I've been reading it while we've been doing this, and it's interesting. This shit is dark. This thing is dark. This kind of reminds me of Attack on Titan if it was drawn by a real person and not a goddamn dog. I think it was drawn by a dog.
Yeah, I can see Attack on Titan being drawn by a dog. Actually,
it's it feels very similar. Except the dolls aren't as stupid as Titans, and they're not as. The people are it's mainly people are insane. Characters are going insane because the world's going insane. Shit's going cray. It's pretty good. It's actually I've been reading it the last 20 minutes, this entire podcast. It's getting good.
All right, nice. Before we leave the Monster Musume in the dust, how often does it update? Just so we can say whether or not the readers can keep
not very.
So be prepared for a slow waiting experience. You may want to just wait until it's all out there.
It's not going to be all out there for the foreseeable future. It's doing very well in everything it runs in. So
when I say all out there, I mean you may want to wait for the English copies to just start shipping out.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It should have a pre-soon.
You should definitely just don't even read it. Just jack off to it every once in a while, though.
Yep.
Just got that going there.
Jack off while reading it multiple times. Read chapter 7. Read chapter 7 at least 5 times.
So we're done here. Peace.